Hi, I'm Terry Brock. This week we've got a very special achievement update for you as we talk about how to deal with a crisis and focus on a much-loved company that I have worked with before and find they're really good, but they had a little mishap. It's Skype. Yes, indeed. Skype that you know I have talked about and use extensively, and many of you have connected with me on Skype through video, through audio, and I use it extensively. But recently they had a little glitch. They were down for about 36 hours. Now, if you're depending on communication in business, which, hey, we all are, if you are down for 36 hours, that's a serious thing. Skype had a problem. They talked about on their website the way that it went down with a Windows update and too many people rebooting and all the technical stuff that's there. It's on their website. You can go to skype.com, look at the blog that they have, and it'll give you an idea of the kind of things that happen. But I think how you handle a crisis is most important. What you do you address it immediately? Do you take ownership of it? Those are things that are important. We learned the classic way to do it right, and that was with Tylenol. Tylenol, which is owned by Johnson & Johnson, had a major problem in 1982 when someone tampered with several boxes of Tylenol in the Chicago area, and 7 people died as a result of it. However, Tylenol's reaction is classic on how to do it. What they did is they immediately took ownership of the problem. They immediately withdrew all Tylenol everywhere. Yes, it cost them millions of dollars, but they did it right. And now that's a classic in PR in how to do it. When you run into a crisis, don't try to hide. Come right out. Any good PR person will tell you that. And so what we want to do is find out, when we have these crises, how do we deal with them? Well, Skype went there, and they had some challenges. And I'm very close to Skype because, as you know, I was recently there. Matter of fact, hang on. Here we are, even got my Estonia flag. Yes, indeed, visited Tallinn, a wonderful city, saw the people there, got a chance to meet with Vilu Arak, who is a wonderful person, and I got a chance to see what they were doing. He's their head of PR there at Skype, and we talked about the different things that are available. And right now, as I look at what Skype is doing, they, I think, handled it okay. Could have done a little bit better. Their information mainly was on their own website with their blog that Vilu puts together, and does a great job with it. They detailed the response, but we didn't have any other interviews. I made requests to have an interview and was not able to do that. I wanted to find out myself what was going on, and I think they could have handled that a little bit better. Nevertheless, I remain a die-hard, loyal fan of Skype, and I think for you and the kind of work you're doing, you want to look into it. Skype provides a lot of different benefits for you from, yes, of course it's free. That's what people look at, but it goes way beyond that. It's very important to realize that any kind of technology is going to break. So don't depend on one thing. For instance, if you depended on Skype for your only means of communication and telephony, you're in trouble. And by the way, the company does not recommend that. They, right on their website, say don't use this for an emergency number. You want to have an extra cell phone, extra landline, etc. That would be a good idea. And you see, something like communication is so vitally important in business. You want to have multiple means of connecting. It would not be unusual to have 4, 5, or more options for communication. Skype would be one strong one. Your cell phones, plural, would be another. Landline would be another one. Have a calling card so that you can use that. Have some other ways that you can connect so that when you've got to do it, you don't get all frustrated and get upset because something isn't working. Have others. I wish I would have thought of that concept first, but one of my old buddies, Baltasar Gracián, came up with the idea back in the 15th century. He was a Jesuit priest in Spain, and he said, on the necessities of life, have in double measure. Those things that are really important in life, you've got to have, that are necessary. Don't depend on only one. Have multiple. Have multiple sources out there so that you can then make that. That's particularly important with technology. And as you do that, have your plan as well. That's going to be important. Have your plan ready to go because things are going to break. Not if, but when they go down. So that when it happens, you're not going, oh no, this is terrible, but rather you say, okay, we were ready for it, and you move over into that particular realm. Skype offers a number of different benefits that are really outstanding, and I think we want to stay with Skype. We want to continue to use it. Some of those benefits of Skype include, of course, it's free, and that's what grabs people, and they say, oh yeah, we want it because it's free. But I found some real solid business benefits for it. Yesterday, I was doing a conference call for a group that I'm involved in, the American Marketing Association. We had several people on the line, and we were able to contact those on Skype, as well as those calling from a regular landline phone or cell phone. The difference was those that were on Skype sounded a lot clearer, crystal clear. It was really good quality, and it's something that makes a world of difference. We also find that video. I'm using this regularly for clients and contacts around the world. Skype video gives you the ability to raise that relationship marketing to a whole new level. You're doing more than just text communicating. You're talking with someone and you're seeing them in a real way. When you can see someone in video, it makes a world of difference. So you want to look at that. Also, Skype has a lot of features to make calls to other landlines wherever you happen to be. Phone calls around the world, and they've got a new Skype Pro that is a package of several different services. It would be worth looking into on their service. So I think in summary, Skype is a great service. I love the company. Hey, you saw I even have the flag of Estonia and Tallinn where they have most of their employees. They're based in Luxembourg with an office there in Estonia and Tallinn, doing a great job. I compliment them, and for those that are watching, hello, I love you. I love Skype and think it's great. But I think for you watching right now that are in small business and you want to learn from this, realize don't base everything on one service. Have backup plans in place and be ready to go for whatever's going to happen. I'm Terry Brock, and I will look forward to talking with you a little bit later. If you got questions, drop me a note, terry@terrybrock.com, and I hope you have a great day.